Eoin quite a bit for a couple of episodes, and they told me they're going to develop it more. So I knew where Eoin was from, but they didn't. They changed their minds, which they had a tendency to do, which they were going to do with both Percival and Eoin, and same with Eliane and so forth, and they didn't. So, yeah. So yeah, we were all a little bit pissed off.
And you said you've got one more question?
Yes, it was about...
Kind of 3 questions.
Oh yes, 3, but okay. That was, as I am French, that was a question about the shooting in Pierrefonds.
France is beautiful. Compiègne was absolutely beautiful. Pierrefonds, it really, really was. That was the main reason why myself and... I mean, obviously, Alex came into the show, and in the 5th season, myself and Tom been in since 3 and 4, and we weren't. I wasn't sure if I was going to come back because there were other things that were happening and other opportunities. And same with Tom, and we decided to do it again because we made a great camaraderie. We liked each other, and also because we loved filming in France, and it was like, oh, fuck it, we'll all go back because we all get on really, really well, and we'll film in France again because France is awesome. That's beautiful. So.
Yeah, I loved Pierrefonds and the castle. It was kind of daunting because obviously we filmed in front of 1,000 people, well, roughly. You know, it was pretty intense. 800, sorry, prox. but yeah, it was a bit intense, but it was beautiful. Loved the French.
Yeah, and French love you too.
Okay.
Yes, Pierrefonds was lovely.
Tu as le pays, Tom? Tu as le pays?
Do I like Paris? Sure. Yeah, it's... no, I do like Paris. I can't speak French. And some of the other boys can speak a little bit of French in the cast. Like me and Bradley could probably speak the least. And therefore we struggled in France quite a lot.
It was actually, do you remember we were playing football? It was actually series 4, we were playing football at the back of the castle of Pierrefonds, so there was a football pitch there. And this team, local team, came along, and they must have been maybe 10 or 11 years old when we were playing. And they ran up to us and started babbling in really, really excitable French. And Bradley kind of stood there and went, "Wait, wait." And they got really angry because in France, obviously they dub it in French. And they started giving out to Bradley going, "You don't speak French!" And he's like, "Wait." I don't know what this kid's saying to me. And they were really, really annoyed. That's just an anecdote.
Aggressive children.
Yeah.
Is that all your questions?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, not today, tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe more. Okay. You think about them.
Yes, I do.
You kind of ran this Q&A for the last 45 minutes. It was good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just one thing, por favor, no más flashes, please, no more flashes, okay? Thank you.
Very sensitive.
She's going to ask another question.
She's going to speak in Spanish first.
Sure.
And then I will try to translate.
Probably a good idea.
Hola.
Hola.
Yo quería hacer 2 preguntas a Alexander. Y la primera es, quiero saber qué significa exactamente el gesto que pone Mordred al final de la serie cuando Arturo le mata. Ese gesto que pone antes de morir.
That's a very good question. Sí.
Alexander, first question. What is the gesture that you do when, what does that mean when you do that gesture when Arthur kills you?
The smile. Smile when I die?
Yes.
See?
So this is a Vlahos question, okay?
Okay.
Because one is dead.
Okay, so I smile when I meet him, when I meet Arthur in the first episode, and then I smile when I get killed, because I think it's kind of a nice bookend, like a nice start and a nice end to the character. Also, I smile because up until that point, Mordred was used as a pawn, like a chess pawn, in a sort of bigger picture. So I feel like when he dies, it's the first time he's happy for a while. Hope that answers.
And the next one.
Default.
La escena de Dolma con Colin Morgan, que también estaba Alexander ahí. A mí me gustaría saber cuánto llevó eso para rodarse por el tema de las risas, porque, en fin, Colin Morgan haciendo de Dolma, yo cuando lo vi me moría. Entonces supongo que vosotros, como actores allí, también.
Is this for me?
The scene with Dorman and between Dorman.
Thing, yeah.
Where he had boobs and the bum and yeah and stuff.
Was it very difficult to shoot because of the laughs?
Yeah, very. Alice Troughton, who was the director, she told me off. We did 9 takes because I kept laughing. It's like you see him, like he's, he comes up from behind a rock, so Owen's the rock. I'm the rock. Bradley's usually okay with corpsing, but he was going and I was going and I got told off, so a long time.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you.
Hi.
Owen, please. Sorry, continue.
My question is for Tom, but then he cannot answer.
Tom can go.
Oh, it's for me.
Yes.
Yeah, there's this thing I didn't understand, and maybe you can explain it to me. And it's why do all through the series all the knights wear long sleeves? Like the saddle is so protected. You're always, your person is always in your sleeves. That's not very safe. Like it's concerning because it's not very safe always with short sleeves. So why did you have?
The actual reason, right? Basically, right, I went for a costume fitting for the show, and my things had sleeves, my costume had sleeves, so I tried it on. They took photos of it, sent it to the producers. I come back for the first day of shooting, my sleeves have gone. So, at some point in that meeting of my costume, they went, yeah, I think you look better with no sleeves.
Never really explained, was it?
It was never explained, it was just...
It was one of those things that we mocked him, probably more.
Even when it was cold.
It was most of the time...
We were out in the forest, it was raining.
Yeah,
No sleeves.
most of the time, my arms are... It's a very cold place, Wales, a lot of the time. Most of the time, my arms are numb. I have no feeling in my arms. I did a film recently where I also was sleeveless again. And the rest of the cast, unbeknown to me, had a game where it was freezing cold where we're shooting, so again, my arms were numb. They had a game where they had to go around the whole shoot and see if they could kiss my arms without me noticing. Not once did I notice. Not once.
Sorry, I don't understand that game.
I don't understand the game, but it happened.
I don't care.
That was it.
So there you
Good
go.
question.
So I hope that explains it, kind of.
Even we don't.
This is your mind.
Hola.
I have to say, the last episode of Merlin was aired on Christmas Day. Well, that was the worst Christmas present ever.
Sorry.
The first thing I heard on that day was my little sister crying in her room. By the end of the day, I understood why.
This kind of doesn't feel like a question.
I was going to get it's like, how do you feel now?
So my question is, the series is based on the legend of King Arthur. If you had the chance, which historical character would you play?
Which historical character? That's separate to Camelot and the Arthurian legends.
Yeah.
This is a loaded question for you, that's really, isn't it, Alex?
To offer.
Well, no, because you...
We can't say that.
I know, but I just...
I personally, I'd love to play Henry VIII as a character because he's got
That's Henry VIII, right?
otherwise, yeah, that's right.
I always wanted to play Alexander the Great. I love those. Mary Renault wrote this book about Alexander the Great. She did the same on Julius Caesar, and she's a beautiful writer. And I kind of sort of liked the Oliver Stone film, but it wasn't really that great. But that's the character I love. Alexander the Great's a great story. Yeah.
I'd like to play Richard III, but not now, later, when I'm older. But
Great.
old and grey, old and hunchback. But yeah, Richard III from like the Shakespeare production. But he counts as historical because he was an actual king.
Real.
Thank you very much.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
And I'm very sorry for making you all cry.
Yeah, sorry about Christmas. This is going to be better next year.
It's not bad. We ruined a lot of
A lot of
Christmas.
Christmases, yeah.
Christmas,
Including my mother's. My mother was devastated.
well, it's worse than finding out that Santa Claus isn't real, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
Way to go, Macken. Any youngsters in the practicing that didn't know that. Next question. Hello.
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 Well, first, congratulations on Hopper for the great role in Black Sails. Well, the question is that in the very last scene of Merlin, we kind of leave it like Merlin is still like in the present. It's like if the producers wanted, they could have continued the series like in present time. And the question is like, how would you like to continue the series? How will it go?
Sorry, how did it continue?
The series, like, how will it continue in present time? Like, Merlin's still around, and I don't know, maybe like reincarnations of...
basically, Merlin is David Copperfield.
He's in
Teen Merlin. He's
Hobo
modern
Merlin.
times.
If we continue to modern times, how would you do it? How would we do it?
Oh, sorry, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Be in Las Vegas, wouldn't he? You know, basically the nights and everyone else would be his dancers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what would modern day... We'd probably be like... I think Merlin would probably be... I'd like to think we're like a football team or a rugby team or something.